So today is all about taking the mystery out of healthy eating. And like I say to many of my clients, if in doubt, just shut up and eat. So I don't say that to offend anybody. I'm not saying that to be rude, but I'm saying it to drive home the point that food does not need to be complicated, and we are way overcomplicating what we should be eating to the point that we're causing ourselves excess stress, which is leading to more weight gain. So, you're not stupid. I'm not stupid. Most of us know what healthy eating looks like. Yes, it's great to have reminders, and yes, it's great to have tips and tricks, and yes, it's great to learn from experts. However, I think deep down, you know what healthy eating is. That's why I'm running this course. That's why I got so passionate about this topic, was because I knew what to eat. I was just simply making other choices. So I got hold of the habitual reasons for eating and the emotional reasons, and that's when my life started to really transform and the battle with food was gone. So today I am excited to spend the next, 10 minutes just, inspiring you to eat clean and showing you some tips and tricks. However, use it as a review, use it as an inspiration, but realize that you actually have everything you need inside of you to know what to eat. You just have to slow down long enough to listen to your body to tell you what it really, really needs and wants to thrive. So, I like this next slide because it just makes it so comical, hearing about these people that are, doing these diets and they're just like living for their cheat meal. Yes, if you're training for something and you're doing a fast and a crazy, regime, and then you have that cheat meal, yes, there are some reasons for it. Yes, it boosts your metabolism short term, and that's great and everything. But for me, I'm not going to live my life just waiting for a cheat meal. I live my life eating clean because I choose to, and because I want to have a nice body, and because I want to feel great energy, and I want my skin to look good, and I want my brain to function well, and I want to live long into the future. So that's why I eat clean. I don't just eat clean to lose weight and then, have this crazy cheat meal on the weekend. So food is meant to nourish your body and bring you joy. I want to drive across the point that food should be exciting and fun and nourishing all at the same time, and it is possible. So living at a healthy weight for life does not involve struggle and deprivation. Ditching weight fast on a diet does involve struggle and deprivation. However, as everybody knows, has been proven time and again, deprivation diets always lead to equal or greater weight gain when they're finished. So less restriction and more intuition is what I want to really impart on you today. We have this innate intelligence inside of us that tells us, when things don't feel right, and tells us when things feel great. And it's the same with food. Your body will tell you what it likes if you just let it. So one thing is keeping a food journal. If there's certain foods or certain times you feel really bloated and really unwell, after a certain meal, write that down and just remember for next time, that food really made me feel yucky. I don't think I'm going to eat it again. And so when I go out for breakfast or when I'm trying to make my breakfast choices, I just ask my body what it feels like. Some days my body's like, you need eggs, and you need ham, and you need meat. And some days my body's like, you just need Greek yogurt and some granola. And some days my body just wants a piece of fruit, and I don't overthink it. I just eat what my body is telling me it wants. So I really just want to impart on you intuition. It's incredible. Across all your whole life, just learning to listen to yourself more, and you will see a huge transformation and more freedom. So eat real food. Avoid those synthetic foods. Turkey bacon is the biggest one. I've had family that thought that they were making the best choice by buying turkey bacon instead of real bacon. And truthfully, neither of those two things are that great for you, but I would choose real bacon over turkey bacon any day. So look at all these ingredients. Potassium chloride, sodium diacetate, sodium phosphates. All of those ingredients have to be processed by your body, And that is so stressful on your intestines and your digestive system. And if your eyes can't recognize something on a label, your body probably won't either, and it'll cause a lot of stress on your body to digest, water retention, it'll waste your energy, and mental fog. There's so many things that those kind of chemicals do to your body. So I'm not going to say I always make turkey and put that in an omelet, because that's a lie. Sometimes it's ham, sometimes it's real bacon. But I do often cook up big batches of turkey or chicken breasts and cut them up and use them in things so that I'm not turning to less healthy options. So eat real food. Eat food that Mother Nature created, or as close to that as possible, when possible. So why does the food quality matter? Well, if it's only about fat loss and weight loss for you, then maybe it doesn't really matter. Then sure, you can drink Slim Fast shakes and protein bars all day and watch your calories, but those aren't going to feed your body what it really needs to thrive. So every cell in our body is rebuilt day after day by the foods we eat. The food we eat is the building block of our cells, of our muscle, of our intestines, of our taste buds, of our skin cells. So when you see someone that just looks vibrant and alive, it's probably because they eat really healthy foods that nourish their body, and their cells are happy because they're getting the best ingredients when they're turning over. So would you rather have the nutrients from a carrot or a Big Mac rebuilding your eye cells tomorrow? That's just a principle to think about when you're choosing your foods. What is going to make my body thrive? And that makes things a lot easier. Another tip I have is just shop the perimeter. If you're unsure of what food to eat, what is real food, what is good choices, shop the perimeter of the grocery store. It says walk the perimeter first, but to be honest, the only times I go down the aisles is for diapers and sometimes coffee if I run out, because I order coffee from a friend of mine who has a little local company. But if I'm ever out and I'm not going to be seeing him for a while, I just have to get it from the store. But really, shop the perimeter, because you're going to fill your basket with so much amazing stuff, and you're not going to even need anything down the aisles if you're choosing to eat clean and nourish your body the best possible. So next, eat foods that make you feel good, and avoid foods that make you feel bloated and unwell. So that's one of my number one rules in life. I don't have to deprive myself, I don't have to diet, but I do choose to eat foods that make me feel vibrant and alive. Sometimes I crave the bad stuff and I'll eat it and then I'll go, oh yeah, that's why I don't do that, because I feel like crap now. But, I don't believe in dieting, but I do believe in nourishing your body, treating your body like a temple. And, if you want to live your best life in your best body, you need to choose foods that are nourishing and that are giving you antioxidants and are giving you life-giving ingredients and not just filling you up with empty calories. So carbs, I get a lot of questions about carbs, and they're not bad. You just need to make sure you're eating the right type of carbs and, portion control and also timing. So the right type, everybody knows that brown rice is better than white rice. Sprouted grain is better than regular grain. Quinoa, in my opinion, is better than white pasta. So eating foods closer to how Mother Nature prepared them, that's a really good thing to work towards. And, carbs, fruit is a carb, veggies are a carb, and any starches are a carb. And then obviously things like white sugar and fructose and glucose, those are carbs. So for me, I eat a lot of vegetables, any type, there's no bad vegetables, and I eat a lot of fruits. However, because my body is quite sensitive to sugar, and I gain weight quite easily when I eat sugar, I avoid really high sugar fruits generally, unless, it's as a treat. So, I eat lots of berries, I eat some apples, but I avoid things like mango and pineapple generally. I'm not going to pick them out of a fruit salad, but I know my body really will gain weight fast if I'm having those sweet tropical fruits. So eat berries if you're trying to ditch some excess weight. Another thing is the amount. So, at night, especially at night, I watch this, but if I'm really craving pasta, sure, I'm going to have that pasta. I personally eat gluten-free because I get headaches and bloating if I eat a lot of gluten. Sometimes I still eat the gluten, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'll have cake at a party with gluten in it. Sometimes I'll eat pizza. That's fine for me. But if I get past a certain point, then I start to get digestive issues from gluten. So when I'm making a choice at the grocery store, I just pick up the gluten-free noodles because I find they taste basically the same. And so wherever I can control it easily, I do. And so for me, if I'm having some gluten-free noodles, I'll have like a quarter cup of noodles and then a ton of pasta sauce with meat and veggies in it. So I still get the enjoyment of those noodles. I don't feel deprived, but I'm not getting too much excess carbs right before bed. So right time of day for eating excess of carbs is, around your workouts, because all of those calories are going to get sucked right into your muscles, and in the morning. So I have a fitness trainer that works for me, and she eats cake for breakfast sometimes, and maybe even often. And so if you love cake and you love sweets and you love carbs, have them earlier in the day because your body is going to have a more chance to burn them off. So the effects of eating a donut or a muffin or something with a really high amount of carbs is you get this huge rush of carbs. Your body releases insulin to help you suck the carbs up into your muscles. And so you store the carbs as glycogen in your muscles. And once all your muscles are full of that glycogen, the excess blood sugar has to go somewhere. And obviously, when I ask this question, where does it go? Well, for me, it goes to my butt or my thighs. Everybody's different, but it gets converted to body fat. So that's why you want to eat things that are going to keep you in a normal blood sugar range. So, a healthier granola bar or an apple or something that's not going to give you that crazy spike just because it's pure carbs like a donut is. Drinking more water. I can't talk about water enough, but I know everyone knows it. So all I'm going to say is if you have hydrated cells that are happy, you're going to have a better metabolic rate, your cells are going to be more resistant to diseases, you're going to feel more energetic, and you're going to eat less and lose weight. So drink more water. I aim for about 3 liters a day. Everybody's different. Some people say 2 liters, some people say 4. Let thirst be your guide, but if you really haven't been a water drinker for a long time, you might have to kind of not use thirst as your guide because your body may have given up on telling you when you're thirsty because you never listened to it. So, ease back in, add an extra glass every couple days, but you don't need to go from, no water to 3 liters overnight because that's not going to be healthy for your body either. So one tip is adding a pinch of sea salt, not table salt, to each liter of water you drink. It's actually been shown that you can burn more calories, up to 300 calories a day more than regular unsalted water, because the minerals in the salt actually help pull water into your cells instead of just having the water sit in your interstitial fluids. So that's a really cool tip. If you have blood pressure issues, that's not a cool tip. All right, we're wrapping this up. I just wanted to throw some really, review, exciting, fun stuff at you. I don't want to overwhelm you though. So fat, does it make us fat? Absolutely not. Carbohydrates make us fat. Fat does not make us fat. I have never met someone who is eating too much fat in my whole life. I put butter on everything I eat. I cook with coconut oil. I eat avocados. I eat peanut butter. I am a fat lover, and I have never found my weight went up when I increased my fat. It was only when I was eating too many carbs that my weight was a struggle. So avoid the fat-free and the light train because they're replacing all of the flavor they took out by taking out fat with something much worse, like salt or sugar or, who knows, but yucky. Eat real food. All right, stay in control with alcohol. Alcohol usually leads to overeating. Alcohol is a source of empty calories. I love wine, so I'm not going to lie to you and say I don't drink. But, every time I have a glass of wine, I make sure I have 2 glasses of water between. And, I know that alcohol breaks down lean muscle. So I work my butt off in the gym. That's not cool. I don't want to break down what I worked so hard for. So overall, just be consistent. I like the 80-20 rule. eat clean 80% of the time, and then 20% of the time your body is just healthier and happier and better able to deal with the junk that you put into it. I'm actually tending more towards like a 90-10 because I really actually don't like the junk as much anymore. I don't crave it anymore. I kind of got rid of those sugary cravings and junky cravings because I just stopped. I started respecting my body more and not wanting it. But I still leave room for some cupcakes and yummy things that I still enjoy. So be consistent. Consistent action creates consistent results. If you screw up once and you eat something like a donut, don't let that take you off the wagon. I hate to hear that when people fall off the wagon completely just because they made one mistake. So what should you eat? Well, change that around to what do you choose to eat? What do you deserve to eat? What do you want to eat? Below this video, I'm going to be posting my favorite and my healthy breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack options. So I want you to take a look at those. Maybe that's inspiring, helpful for you. And then I want you to post your favorite breakfast, lunch, and dinner options with the group so that we can all benefit from each other's favorite things. So thanks for listening. I'm going to wrap it up there. Make sure to post any questions you have. I love talking about nutrition. I could talk all day about it, but often less is more. So let's start with that. Thanks.